add in this disclaimer. I am not a doctor, I am not a nutritionist, I am not a medical professional. I am only sharing these products with you because they are what I am currently using. I'm only sharing my experiences with you guys. I am not telling you, you need to go out and get this or you should go out and get this. For any of these things that I'm mentioning, please go ahead and talk to your doctors or your healthcare providers about them first before just diving into them, because I am not responsible for anything that you choose to try.
Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Thanks for joining me again. If you are a returning subscriber, then welcome back. I love all of you guys. Thanks for coming back. And if you are new here, then my name is Mariah and I am currently on a journey to conceive a rainbow baby number 1 with my husband Jeremy. So just a quick recap, if you are new to the channel, we have had a total of 4 losses, and I have recently been diagnosed with recurrent pregnancy loss, also known as recurrent miscarriages. And we are now working with a genetic counselor and a reproductive endocrinologist to hopefully get to the bottom of what is causing these miscarriages. Now, as we are in the waiting period for all of those tests to come back, we were advised to do our best to not get pregnant and to prevent pregnancy. But in the meantime, I figured it would be a good idea for me to get my body back to the best possible place it can be for not only conceiving, but for carrying a rainbow baby. So that's what today's video is going to be all about. The 3 things I am doing to try to prepare my body for trying to conceive and carry again after loss. So the first thing I'm starting with is a detox. After the miscarriage, I just kind of felt like my body needed a total reset. I was completely exhausted. I felt drained. I wasn't eating the best. I wasn't getting enough nutrients. I wasn't drinking enough water. And overall, I felt like my body just needed a total cleanse. So I decided to try a 30-day detox by Teamy. And the purpose of this specific detox is to get rid of all of those toxins that are built up in your gut that cause slow metabolism, bloating, issues with your energy levels, issues with your sleep. I was having issues with all of it. I also had gained some weight, so I figured why not? This would be a great way to kind of kickstart a new health plan. And so far it's been going really great. I am currently on day 18. I have lost at least 4 inches already, and I have lost close to 10 pounds as well. And more than the weight loss, more than the inches that were lost, I feel better. I have been sleeping better, and I feel like in the morning I get up and I have a lot more energy and I can kind of wind down more easily in the evening time. So it's been going really great. Their detox starter pack comes with 2 teas. So it comes with a skinny tea, which is just a loose leaf tea. You can drink this pretty much 1 to 3 times a day, and I want to get the most bang out of it, so I drink it usually the full 3 times a day. And it's really bland. People have asked me about how it tastes. It's really flavorless. Like, it has a subtle hint of a tea flavor to it, but it's essentially flavorless. You can add lemon to it, you can add honey to it. I usually just put it in the tumbler and I don't add anything to it. The tumbler is also really nice because it unscrews, and I don't know if you guys can see in there, I'm going to try to not drop my supplements, but there's room for all of my supplements to go in the bottom of it, so I don't have to worry about carrying around all of my vitamins for the day. They can just go right in the bottom of this tumbler, which I think is pretty cool. The second tea that it comes with is the colon tea, and this is, you drink this every other night, and this one has more of a smell to it than a flavor. It doesn't taste like anything. It just has kind of its own distinctive smell. I can't really describe it. It's not like awful or anything like that. Both the teas overall are very mild and very gentle on the stomach and on the digestive system. I have not gotten any cramping or anything like that. Now, you will have a lot of eliminations depending on how much you eat throughout the day or how much waste you have built up. That is the nature of the product, so it is going to make you go to the bathroom, but it's not going to have you going with a super sense of urgency. In other words, you won't have any explosive situations. At least that's been my experience. It's been very gentle on the system and very easy to keep up with. Now, once I complete this detox, I am going to be doing an overall evaluation of the product as a whole. So I'm going to be doing before and after shots. I'm going to tell you about how much weight I've lost in total, how many inches I've lost, and how I feel about the product overall. And that video is going to be linked somewhere in here. The second thing I'm doing is starting a new vitamin regimen. Now, some of the vitamins I'm going to be showing you guys today, I have previously used in the cycles leading up to those cycles where I did have success. I did wind up getting pregnant 2 cycles in a row, so I knew that something I was doing was kind of working, and I do believe a lot of it had to do with both my diet and the vitamin regimen that I was using. So the first one's obvious. It's a prenatal, and this one's by Spring Valley, and I like it because it's one that's both affordable and also it has folate in it. A lot of the vitamins, at least a lot of the prenatal vitamins that I've been looking at when I go to different stores, be it Walmart, Target, other things, a lot of them have folic acid versus folate, and I do plan on making that transition from folic acid to folate, so I wanted to start shopping around for a prenatal that already has folate in it versus folic. Another thing that I like about these is that they already contain 25 milligrams of zinc, so I don't have to take an additional zinc supplement on top of taking my prenatal. It already has more than enough zinc for the daily in there, and zinc is really good for your egg production and making sure and promoting for you to actually have mature eggs, and it's also good for your overall hormone regulation. For any of you ladies out there that have either husbands or a male partner, zinc is also really good for semen production. So if your guy is already taking a multivitamin, just kind of check on it and see how much zinc that has in it. Otherwise, it might be a good idea to pick up a small dosage, like a 10 milligram dosage of zinc for him to start incorporating into his own vitamin regimen. The next one is omega-3s, or aka fish oil. This is also the Spring Valley brand. I switched to this brand from the NatureMade brand, and the only reason is because I just wanted to try something different. And I also noticed that this one has more DHA in it and more EPA in it per capsule than the NatureMade, and that's the only reason why I switched. The NatureMade ones were still easy to swallow. They weren't all that big, even though these are a little bit smaller. They're both still great, but right now I'm just sticking to using these because I get slightly more per capsule in these than I did with the NatureMade. Next we have folic acid. I know, I told you guys that I am currently trying to transition to folate, but I have at least 50 of these left, and I'm not about wasting vitamins or wasting my money, so I'm going to take folic acid until these run out, and then I will get the folate supplement. And these are basically 0.8 milligrams, and I am taking 2 of these per day. Another thing I'm taking is vitamin C. It's just a chewable vitamin C. It's 500 milligrams of it. I take 1 of these a day, and it's basically just to make sure I don't get sick and to try to help my immune system. And the newest supplement that I have added to my regimen is Ubiquinol. This is the Jarrow brand of Ubiquinol, and Ubiquinol is basically the bioavailable form of CoQ10. So it's the form of it that is just easier for the body to process and break down. It doesn't have to do so much work. When you take CoQ10, sometimes you don't really know. I think you have to do a lot of research, but when I was researching CoQ10s, I could not find which ones were the ubiquinone versus the ubiquinol form. So this is why I decided to just go ahead and order Ubiquinol, so there is no type of guesswork with it. Ubiquinol versus ubiquinone is basically folate versus folic acid. It's that same kind of relationship. One is the more natural form while the other is the more synthetic form. My ultimate goal with all of these supplements is to always pick the most bioavailable one that I can find, just to maximize the amount of absorption that I'm actually getting out of taking these. Now, the third thing that I am doing is taking on an anti-inflammatory diet plan. Yes, excessive amounts of inflammation in the body can lead to miscarriages and pregnancy loss. So a lot of women oftentimes will take baby aspirin as part of their regimen to just reduce the inflammation they have in their body. I personally would like to try doing it more diet based. I also think that's going to help just improve my overall diet and give me a more rounded source of nutrients, which is why I decided to try it. So I picked out this book, and the link to the book will be in the description below. And I picked it out because I like how the book is broken down. First of all, it has a 4-week meal plan. The meals seem like they're very easy to make. They have smoothies, they have stews, there are soups in there, and then there's fish. There's pretty much a wide range and something for everyone. If you're vegan, there's stuff and recipes in this book for vegans. If you're of a Mediterranean diet, there's that in there. There's also the paleo diet in here as well. There is a lot of information in this book, and I'm really just using it as a guideline to kind of revamp my diet as a whole. So I mentioned at the beginning of this video that yes, I'm doing a detox, but what is that detox even worth if I am not changing my diet to the most healthy that it can possibly be? If I have a piss poor diet, I'll basically be undoing all of the work that the detox did. So I'm going to be trying out this anti-inflammatory diet. I will definitely let you guys know how it's going. I'm pretty excited about it and the prospects of what it's going to do for me and how it's going to help my body. I'll keep you guys posted on that. So yeah, those are the 3 things I am currently doing to help prepare my body for conceiving and carrying and taking home my rainbow baby. I'm pretty much just trying to do like my shirt says. I'm trying to step my game up. You know, I can go to 100 different doctors and ask them for help, but if I'm not helping myself in the most natural way possible, which is what I consume, what I eat, and how I live my life, then I mean, I can ask them for all the help in the world, but it's not going to matter if I'm not doing my part. And my part is just being the healthiest me that I can possibly be. So that's all I have for you guys today. If you liked this video, which I hope you did, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And if you are not already subscribed, or if you are new here, then please go ahead and subscribe right now so you can continue following our journey. I'm sending you guys lots of love, tons of positive vibes, and hope you have an amazing and wonderful week. I will see you in the next video. Bye!